or something. I don't know. You might be right though.
I thought Jeremy wanted to join.
Okay. Hello, folks. Welcome to Stout Sunday. You're saying, why is it on your channel? Okay. John Neely let us know he was out of town longer than he thought, and his connection there was bad. So then Alex and I both decided we would start it at the same time, but we couldn't at the same time. So I'm doing it, but I'm not trying to steal Alex's. Actually, I wish Alex would have done it because he could use his StreamYard time and not mine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, but you said you wanted to do it, so I
don't worry about it.
There's always next time. Go ahead, Ron.
So I'm using my StreamYard minutes. All right. Anyway, I'm in Louisiana, and northwest of me is Robert in Kansas, and now northeast of me is Alex in New Jersey, and then northeast to him is Michael, and Michael lives on an island, and he's the only member of this group that lives on an island. It's called Long Island, but he lives on the Brooklyn part, right, the far west end.
Yep, as far as you can go west,
unless you go into the river, and
unless you go swimming.
And I would not recommend swimming in the East River, regardless of the temperature. So today, I have an old standby, and the reason I have this because I couldn't find any other stouts besides Guinness, which I don't get tired of Guinness, but I'm sure people are tired of looking at it. It's a left-hand milk stout. It's from Colorado. It says enjoy kind of warm, 50 to 55 degrees in a stout glass. I don't have a stout glass on hand, but this will work fine. Mine says best. Oh, let's not even mention what the best buy date is. Now, it's 6% alcohol and 25 IBUs. They use 2-row crystal chocolate, Munich, rolled oats, flake barley, roasted barley. The hops are CTZ and Goldings, and they have lactose added milk. It's kind of like powdered milk. All right, now out west of me, northwest, is Robert. He has a powerful product, not a weakling like mine's is.
Yep. What I have here is the Shmoo Whale Imperial Stout by Fields and Ivory Brewery. Fields and Ivy Brewery in Kansas. I can't talk this morning. I'm challenged. It's 2019 bourbon barrel aged stout. It is an imperial stout. It's 10.3% alcohol by volume and 60 IBUs. So it's a local product from up in Lawrence, Kansas, and I actually didn't see it till the other day when I purchased it, and so and like yours, it doesn't on the cap. But I got in a hurry and already opened it, guys. Sorry, I just had to.
That's okay. But we'll let that slide. Just one and only time. Yeah.
I just said I don't got a expiration date on this one either. I can find it. Anyway,
well, I have an expiration date, but I was embarrassed to read it. Now, we'll see if it affects anything, and you know where I'm going with that. So now, Alex, the beer master, my video host, arch enemy rival, is gonna, I'm kidding. He's gonna present his very famous strong stout.
Hey, Ron, I appreciate you. Keep up with good work, my brother. Yeah, I got KBS, the new the 2020 edition. Unfortunately, it's going to be all year round, somewhat, and I'm looking forward to trying it. It's the ABV is 12%, and the IBUs, according to Ron, it is 70. So that
not according to me, according to KBS, which I looked up.
Right, that's true.
I only relay the information.
So I'm looking forward to trying it. So I'm going to open it up, and that is that.
Now, even further up the road, Michael is going to bring in the weakest of the gang today, and he's got the bottle version, unlike the can version I had last week.
I have the bottle version of Young's Double Chocolate Stout at 5.2%. This has not a best buy, but good until date of January 5th, 2021. So it's good at least for 7 or 8 months, according to them. These lower ABV stouts probably don't have the legs on them in terms of storing them or cellaring them. But I would still think because it's a stout, it would probably hold up pretty well. This is what it looks like in the glass, just to give you an idea. I did pour it. What it looks like in the glass.
Okay, so now I'm going to feature myself. Here I am. You know what? This beer says Best Buy, Day of Infamy, 2019. Now, what's the Day of Infamy?
Is it the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor? No.
December 7th,
1941.
Yeah, so we're doing December 7th, 2019, Pearl Harbor.
Yep.
And these grocery stores, they don't check dates. Now, it doesn't smell turned or off or rancid or anything like Robert had a real nasty item a couple of weeks back. And I drank last night, and it wasn't old. It wasn't out of date. It was just no good. Y'all want to watch Super Inclusive Saturdays playback? Smells roasty. It smells like kind of like a chocolate milk drink, because you know what? That's what it's designed to be. And I guess it's going kind of not off. No. But you ever notice these beers will get 6 months out of date, they start tasting dulled down? I don't know how to describe it. It's like the luster's gone off of it, like the shine's off of it. So you had a book, you bought a book, and the cover was real shiny and nice, and now it's going dull. So it doesn't taste bad in any way. It just doesn't have the punch and the the energy that it should have had. Yeah, roasted, sweet. If you like sweet things, this should work. It would go well with a cream-filled chocolate-covered donut, I guess. It's sweet. It's milky. It's sort of like, I'm thinking of people that will tell me, I don't like beer. I don't like beer. I'm like, well, you ever had a milk stout? Well, they're going to say what? No. They might like something like this because it would appeal to if they were into like chocolate shakes or whatever. I think that would work. Plus, it's got the oats. The oats give it that kind of, you hate to use the word sliminess, just kind of if you ever had oatmeal, you know what I mean. It's fine. I enjoy it. I don't know what else to say about it. I know one more thing I'll say. There's not any kind of chance that I'm going to run across an English barley wine before Monday, tomorrow night. I cannot see that happening. I'm
out for tomorrow night too. So
I said, 10 years ago, I would have had a decent chance of finding one, although I would not say a good chance. 10 years ago, when people were still into trying English styles. But now in the Fruity Pebble world we live in, forget it.
Jay, it's interesting because Jesse, who runs it, it was a tie between the black IPA and the English barley wine. That's the one that he had, so that's why he went that way, because he could only find the black IPA that was 7 months old. So I do understand where he's coming from.
I don't think I would have had too much success with black IPAs.
I did have one, so I was ready for that. But that's life, I'll get by.
It wasn't a mixer, Craig. It wasn't a mixer. It was just a pull off the shelf. But it wouldn't have mattered checking the date, because if I would have either bought it or had to do Guinness again. And I didn't want to do Guinness again. I mean, I like it. If I drank Guinness every day, I wouldn't get tired of it. But I mean, I'm sure people watching would say, "Oh, not this again." Okay. Black IPAs, they're not too easy to find anymore either. They kind of were big about 6 years ago. Like everybody was making a black IPA 2014, but I don't think too many people really love those. And Michael, they kind of like exited as fast as they came in. Not as fast as the Brute IPAs. Those Brute IPAs were, before you finished drinking the bottle, they were gone. You couldn't.
I only have one because it came with my cousin's beers from North Carolina. I don't see them here either. One of his breweries in North Carolina had it. That's why I had it. Do you want me to do mine now?
Yeah, we'll just jump east, west, I guess.
This is what it looks like in the glass. It's a very dark brown with a slim beige head. And you're getting nice head retention and nice lacing on the side. Let me give it a nose check. Okay. You're getting the roasty malts. You're getting some sweetness. I guess in the background you can smell the chocolate, but it's not, considering it's called a double chocolate, but of course that can just be the color too. I don't think they add any chocolate to this, but you're getting some.
I think it has chocolate flavor added. You know?
You're getting some chocolate in the background, but it's not a dominating.
No. They don't go overboard with it.
It's light. All right, I'm going to taste it.
Cheers to your tasting.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Well, you get the chocolate in the taste, but it's not the kind of, well, I guess you'd say this is kind of like a baker's chocolate. It's not a heavy duty chocolate, but it's there, and it's actually it's very nice. It's not, it's funny, it's not sweet at all. It's kind of I guess you could call this a stouty kind of chocolate. That's what they're trying to get, I guess, and they're saying double chocolate. So it's baker's chocolate. It's smooth. You're getting the roasted malts in the taste as well. Very easy drinking. Very nice stout. I'll keep sipping on it, and I'll give you a number shortly.
Okie dokie. That sounds like a good idea.
Well, I got in a hurry and opened mine while we were still in the first part. So I've been sitting here enjoying the wonderful aromas off of this. It did have a thin, 2 or 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter head that covered it and leaves just a ring around the edge, but there's just a little bit of foam on the very top of it, just a little bit lingering around. All right. Classic dark roasted malts. It is an imperial stout. It is bourbon barrel aged. Yep, bourbon barrel aged, which I don't know where they got the bourbon barrels from. There could have been from one of the 2 distilleries up in Kansas City, or it could have come out of Kentucky. I mean, I don't know. But vanilla and caramel definitely on there. There's just a hint of dark fruits coming off of this one as well. I can't describe it, what kind of fruit. It's just like a combination of maybe, like figs and dates and just kind of that sweet, dried, dark fruit smell.
Yeah.
There's just a little bit of wood note that transfers as well. It smells really good. I've been sitting here where you guys, I can smell it from the glass to my nose, and it's a wonderful. It's really great. I mean, the nose is excellent. All right, let's go in and get us a sample.
Cheers.
Cheers to your sampling.
Oh. This is really good. This has a wonderful, wonderful balance. The roasted malts are there, but they are so imbalanced with the caramel sweetness. Neither one is overbearing. The vanilla's hanging around. Do not get the wood note at all on the palate. But the dark fruits, the dark dried fruits are coming through. No alcohol, just maybe a slight twinge, but it's nothing detract. I mean, just maybe a slight little bit of alcohol, but very little alcohol. I mean, maybe you just barely notice it. And the bitterness, it's just a light little bitterness that lays on the back of your tongue, in the very back of your tongue as it's went down. Oh my God, this is really good. This is, I think I paid like $4 and something for this bottle. It was worth every damn penny.
It's good to hear.
This is wonderful stuff. That's pretty much covers it. I mean, you can go ahead and move on and give me time to think.
All right. Well, I got the new KBS from 2020. When I first opened it, the first thing you smell is coffee. I don't know, because some of these KBS stouts every year, have coffee or they have something else. Smells very coffee, very roasty forward, just the way I like it. Nice black, nice jet black, nice frothy head. So let's see what this tastes like. Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
That is very good. You can taste a little bit of alcohol. A nice little burniness on the chest. You can taste a little bit of roastiness. Very tasty. I like it.
It's a good one. Is it expensive? Did you pay a lot?
I've got singles.
Okay.
I bought 3 singles. So I don't know how much it was because I bought other beers with it.
Okay.
I didn't get a case or anything. I just got singles. So, yeah, this is very good. I'm going to keep sipping on this. It's very tasty, very creamy, at least in my opinion, or somewhat creamy.
I'm sure Taylor Swift, when she's out shopping, she's not taking into account every price. It's like you're just out there buying and buying, Alex.
Yeah, well, she's rich, so she can do the heck she wants.
I've heard.
But yeah, this stuff is so good. I would get it again. I drink. I think last year's beer, but I don't think it. At first I thought it was going to taste like coffee, but it smelled like coffee. But I could taste the roastiness, and it's very good.
Yeah,
and it's burniness right in the chest, so it's definitely a 12% beer. You do not want to drink back to back. If not, you want to drink back to back, drink an hour.
Yeah, I beg you not to do that.
No, if you want to drink another one, you drink it an hour or two later, not right away.
At least an hour, and probably longer. Unless you like the feeling that somebody drugged you.
Yeah, I don't like the feeling, so let's not do that. So I'm going to keep sipping on this. It's a very tasty beer. I taste the roastiness. I taste the chocolateness. A little, I don't know chocolate, but it tastes good.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't.
I just can't stand that feeling that somebody drugged me, like they slipped me a Mickey or something. So when I'm doing beer tasting, I like to really, my feeling about it is less is more, of course, yeah. Okay, sure. I want to taste everything, Oh, let me taste everything. I'm so excited. But then later I'm like, no, that was a big mistake. So I just don't get to that. I just hate it, actually. It's like eating all that spaghetti and meatballs yesterday. Yeah, it was good. But then I felt stuffed, and I was like, no, I feel stuffed. Okay, enough preaching.
Sounds like Jeremy had to head out to the in-laws, is why he didn't participate.
Yeah, and then yesterday he had people coming over because of a birthday party. Well, Jeremy, we understand.
Yeah, but I thought people weren't coming over because of the COVID-19 thing, though.
Well, that's kind of on the down slope. You know what I mean?
What's that?
Well, like it's dying out. It's like expired, like this milk stout I'm drinking. I don't mean totally.
Nice.
But don't get me started, because I'll say all the wrong things. Not that I would disagree with anything I would say, but it just sometimes discretion is the better part of valor.
Appreciate
But I just want to. Okay. Taylor Swift drinks 2% milk. But she didn't buy the local brand. Then her bodyguard boxed me out. See, that wasn't right. Taylor, that's just not right. All right.
Bodyguards do.
Too bad John Lennon didn't have a bodyguard, but he didn't want to listen. The other Beatles told him, they said, man, I wouldn't be walking around without a bodyguard. Oh, I just want to be down with the people. Okay, well, you were down with the people. All right.
You met the wrong person.
Well, I hate to tell you, Ron, a lot of these famous people want to be down with the people. But in my opinion, if you're really famous and you know you might be threatened, or maybe not, doesn't matter. You should have a bodyguard just in case. At least in my opinion. Even if you want to be down with the people.
No second chances, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, you get a second chance if you don't die from the shooting. But if you die from the shooting, you don't get a second chance. Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't get. Okay, unless you. Let's see what. Yeah, this is Alcoholics Anonymous.
Who's son of the son? Is Son of the Sun somebody new? Has he been on before?
I'm not familiar with him, but people change aliases. Like a lot of people change shirts. So I think a lot of the people we get who are different people aren't exactly different people. If you follow.
Meaning they're the same people. They just, I get what you're putting down.
Different monikers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dave, you have on your milk stout?
Yeah. I was getting to that. I was just kind of.
Okay. Take your time.
Hanging out. If it was fresh, I mean, it'd probably be in the A range, about 93. But at this late date, I mean, it's kind of lost something. So I don't dislike it. Like Johnston, that sounds like a real name. It's nice. It's fine. I'll go. Let's say, give it one more sip. Let's say.
I'll tell you this, Mr. Ron. You're not going to get that beer again. I could tell by your face.
I would if I get it. No, I will get it again if I get it when it's within its best by.
That's what I'm saying. If it's fresh. If it's fresh. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But for a 6-month out-of-date milk stout from Left Hand Brewing, and I could say many things.
What store did you go to, Ron? I mean, I don't know if it means anything, but what store?
I don't want to say because they're all guilty of it.
Okay.
Around here, ha ha ha. All right. How does a 6-month-old out-of-date Left Hand Brewing milk stout rate? I guess it'd give you about an 83, a B. Getting into B, it's still good. So it's still good. So
okay.
But I recommend it. I don't think so. Not when you could get a fresh one that would be about 10 points higher. So, and it would be the same price. Hey, thanks. Thanks, 3-tier system, for giving me less for the same amount. All right.
Ron, in my opinion, if you want to let the beers age, it has to be 12% or up. Less.
Well, I would say 10% be a good number.
I've even done some with 8 and it's held up. So I mean, you just don't want to go lower than that.
No.
Yeah, I did some 8.5s and they were fine. They still tasted old. But yeah, 10%, you're in the safe zone. And then you can age them 5 years. But by golly, you get these little 6 and 7 percenters.
So Ron, are you saying if I did a 12% like I'm doing now, it's not safe because if I drink any more than this, I would get really drunk basically. But if it's a 10% or 9%, it's safe.
I mean, no, I know a 9%. I would not double up to 9%. You're not going to get really drunk. You're just going to get pretty significantly drunk. I would just not recommend doing that. It's 11 in the morning Eastern time. So let's say about 2 in the afternoon. Okay. Get on there, do your solo review. You'll be fine.
True that.
I've been through that. I did the Stone Double Bastard and drank the huge bottle, and I had to delete the video. So
I had no desire to do that.
I was like, I'm deleting this video. Anyway, now what do you say, Michael?
I'm giving mine a 95. So it's a solid A. It does say chocolate added, natural chocolate flavor added. So they do add chocolate flavoring to it. It's I guess I think the best part is the smoothness is really nice, and I would highly recommend this. I have not had it in the can, which might be a little bit different.
Yeah. It is, because it gives you that nitro creaminess.
Because this is the straight, normal carbon dioxide style.
Yeah. The flavor doesn't change, but the mouthfeel changes. So the experience changes.
I guess what you could say about this is not creamy, which you would get in the can with. So it's not creamy, but it's still, it's still smooth and easy drinking.
So what's your score?
95.
So we got a 95 and an 83. And I want to blame the 3-tier system and every grocery store in Louisiana for that. Now, over out west of the very many miles west of the Mississippi River, Whisky Scout's going to rate his. I know what he's going to rate it. I just know it.
All right. Well, I was trying to look at my old KBS rating because I think this is equal to KBS, if not just a step above. So I'm going to give this a 99 out of 100. I'm not going to give it a perfect score, but this is extremely good. As it has warmed and in the taste, I start to develop a coffee, but it's almost like a chocolate coffee note, like a mocha. When you go get a mocha coffee, that develops in the very back as it starts to warm up even more. There is nothing to dislike about this at all. In fact, it's a very this is I did not expect this. I'll be really honest. I expected probably a low to mid 90s good imperial stout because they make good stuff up there. This really has impressed me in a lot of ways that it's right up there. 99 out of 100. I mean, I can't say much more than that. This is, if you ever see this, I don't even know if it sells outside of Kansas. It's worth the price of it.
Well, if it doesn't, Robert, that's okay. I just have to give you my address still.
So, but anyway, I don't think it's quite as high as the CBS. I think the CBS delivers just a slight more richness, but we're splitting hairs there. I mean,
I have a suggestion. I have a suggestion for you, Robert, and it's going to be on your channel if that's okay. I mean, because you did a review for me a couple months ago, and you did an excellent job on that. Can you do me a favor whenever you want to do it? I was thinking maybe you should put KBS, not CBS. CBS doesn't exist right now. KBS and that beer, and see what you would like better. I just want your opinion. I just want to know.
I gotta go buy another one of these. I just picked it up on the way through. I didn't buy a whole bunch, and I don't know what they had on the shelf left. I don't remember. I just picked it up because I thought it looked cool. So if they got some left, I will definitely think about trying to do that.
I appreciate it, Robert, because I just want to see what would be better. I just want your point of view, your straight point of view, and see.
You see where my
actually have a KBS last year downstairs. I mean, upstairs I got cellared, so.
Well, I don't.
Got to have another one of these.
Good.
See, I'm pointing. That's a Q. That's a Q.
You're pointing at me.
Anyway, I love it. It's good. I can't. It changes as it warms, which is always a good thing in a beer. I mean, it doesn't change for the worse. It develops newer flavors, and anytime any sort of alcohol or beer does that over time, it just ratchets the score up even higher for me. It just does.
Good. 99 is mighty fine. Now, Alex, how do you have 2020?
Well, I'm going to have to. I'm going to give this almost 100, so a 99. is a very delicious beer. I really like this KBS. It's very good, and I think I've had last year's KBS as well, and I enjoy these heavy, strong beers. I don't know why, but I do.
Because they taste awesome.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's almost a perfect beer. I mean, at least in my opinion. And actually, Ron, since you like to do show and tell afterwards, I would like to show some stuff that I've actually got you because you're not on what's it called, Marco Polo. So.
No, I'm not on Marco Polo, but I used to read about him in history class.
No, I'm talking about Marco Polo, the app, but there is a true story.
I'm not on that. So we're gonna do show and tell in a moment.
Good.
Well,
you like to
I gotta start cooking. Hey, boy, even with my bad score, which was not a bad score, 83, but with my low score, relatively low score, we still average a 94 today, and a 94 is not bad. Now Monday is going to probably be a solo Monday, multi Monday solo event. I mean, I don't know how many people are able to get English barley wines. I'm not saying that to be ugly. No, I'm just saying that is not an easy style to get.
Yeah, it had votes though, so the people who voted for it probably have it. I would assume it had like 5 votes.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that long.
If you look on Beer Advocate and they list a lot of the choices of English barley wine on Beer Advocate, it kind of surprised me. I think I could probably get it, but it's not really. They're not listed as English barley wines on them. They have.
Yeah, and my impression was that it was not an English style barley wine that he wanted to look at.
He wants one from England.
Yeah, he wanted to literally look at English barley wines. It's like when I'm doing next on June 3rd. It's going to be Mexican beers, not Mexican style beers, not Mexican oriented beers, Mexican beers. So if somebody shows up and says, well, I got this Mexican style beer from Rochester, New York, I'm going to say, no, we're not doing that. Then in July, the first Wednesday in July, we're looking at doing summer beers. Well, that'll give you a wide latitude. Mexican beers gives you a wide range, and then summer beers, you could pretty much use your imagination to a large extent, like Samuel Adams Summer. Well, before Alex does his showcase, anybody got anything to say?
I was going to mention that the Youngs that I did today came in a 24-pack, 6-pack of Youngs. It was called a Euro something. I have it written down, but now I don't. But I'm going to give you the other beers that were in it. Ones you're familiar with. Bitburger from Germany. This was the Youngs was from England. Kronenberg 1664 from France, which is another winner. And Carlsberg Elephant, which is their what used to be a malt liquor. Now they don't call it malt liquor
no more.
Well, that terminology, that word doesn't mean anything. It just means strong beer. I mean, if it wasn't for American laws, the term malt liquor would have never been used by anybody because it's sort of like an old medieval term, not medieval, but Renaissance age term for beer. And they used to call beer malt liquor back in like the 1500s.
Right, because if I remember correctly, the reason why they did that, it means it's a stronger beer. That's what it means.
In the 1500s, it just meant beer.
Right.
Well, what happened was when these companies wanted to come out with strong beers in the 1940s, the U.S. government was like, oh, you can't make strong beer in America because we're strict still post-prohibition. But in Canada, you could make strong beer, and in England, they could just call it strong beer on the label. So the the brewing companies told the U.S. government, well, what if we make a strong malt liquor? Wink, wink. And the U.S. government said, well, now, there ain't no law against that. Got it? I mean, they're not going to turn down the tax revenue. So it was sort of like a wink, wink, nod, nod between the U.S. government and the brewers. we'll make a strong malt liquor, but we won't call it beer, even though everybody who does any kind of, elementary level research is going to find out what it means. So that was just, but then it became like this idea that it was some kind of inferior product, which really it isn't. It's just a style legal problem issue. But like Michael said, if you went to England, it would be called Elephant Strong Lager. That's all they would call it in England, Elephant Strong Lager.
And the three other ones besides the Carlsberg Elephant were all in the 5% range, where the Elephant was 7.2. So that is a much stronger. A couple of percent makes a big difference when it comes to, and they're all 11.2 ounces in the bottle.
Yeah,
I think I had Carlsberg Elephant. I'm not sure. I have to check my Instagram, but I think I have because I kind of remember having that like last year.
Well, there's also Carlsberg, the straight one that Eric likes. Their straight Euro Lager too, which they.
It might have been that. It might have been that. It wasn't no.
I had the Carlsberg Elephant. I didn't think much of it.
Oh, come on, Whisky Scout.
If
It was all right. It just wasn't. Just wasn't.
you can look at Jay's review. Jay loved it. I'm in the middle.
That's great.
I liked it more than Robert, but less than Jay did.
I mean, it just was kind of an average. Bitburger's a whole lot better than Carlsberg. A whole lot better.
Look,
Jay,
I never
the-
demand that people agree with me. I never demand
more
that.
Nor would I expect people to agree with me. I mean, that's it. Palates are so individualistic in this world. I mean, it's.
Jay gave it a solid A, and I was more in the B+ range. But again, the difference in our palate, we may feel, slightly different. I thought it was still a very fine beer. I liked it. It hit the alcohol well.
And then there's times that you have the same palate, and the beer tastes the same. And it's delicious either way.
I was over in Germany, and I went to a festival, and I got a Tuborg glass, and I drank some Tuborg beer over there, and that's Danish beer. I don't know if I even think Tuborg's better than Carlsberg, though. Tuborg, it's been so many years now. You're talking 30 plus years working on my memory now for Tuborg. So, but I just remember thinking, if this is the last Tuborg I have, I'm good. But I was in the world of beers in Germany. So,
I never had it. I never had it. Somebody sent me some Danish stuff in 2011. I think one of them was Tuborg, but it was like a specialty licorice beer that they make every Christmas season called Sortgo. All right, now, Alex, real fast, show us what you got. Because
you probably have stuff to show too, Ron. I'm not stupid. I know you got stuff to show as well. Starting with this.
Oh man!
Now he's bringing out the tough stuff.
Old Smoky.
Yeah, let me make this clear. I've never had Old Smoky. I know legendary Johnny Boy has had it. I don't know if he has had the apple pie, but he's obviously had the other stuff of Old Smoky. So
you know what I use that for, Alex?
What?
I take and I pour that in my mix when I'm doing a pork butt or ribs, and I do my pre-basting, my wet rub, my wetness before I go to a dry rub. I will baste my pork butt in that combination of apple cider vinegar and a few other things in there, and that's what I use it for. I don't drink it. I prefer Midnight Moon.
Oh, we'll do that one day too. I can get Midnight Moon, I believe, and I have to try to find some Georgia Moon as well. But I already tried the original Georgia Moon, and that was a good moonshine. But there's other flavors.
Okay, so that's unaged grain spirits with flavoring added. Okay, now what's the next one?
All right, let me go get that because it's. I'm sorry, legendary Ron. I'm just trying to get things.
It's good for sipping on, though.
Don't worry, we'll do a review on that if you have it. We'll talk.
I don't have it. I've used everything I have.
Alex is going out to gather up some stuff. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna, because of time considerations, meaning I don't have much more. Okay, so we went to Savannah Discount. Well, let me tell you what I got on Thursday. I went to Walmart and I was leaving. I had already bought what I needed, which was caulk. All right. And so, but I was passing by the exit and I said, let me just see if by chance they have a closeout. Well, they did. I saw those yellow tags. I said, uh-oh. So I saw this $7.50. John, Michael, if you don't want to do this and you're bored to death, I understand because Michael's not a whiskey guy. So
That's good stuff. I don't have it, but that's one of my
How would that
favorites.
compare to the Philadelphia rye that I have? Is that better?
I don't know about Philadelphia rye, but this stuff's good. It's made in Indiana, and they ship it down to George Dickel. George Dickel runs it through their process.
All right.
hold on, Alex. I'm gonna get back to you. Now, this one was $12.50 plus tax.
Well, not everybody lives in a state run by guys that heist liquor store trucks and sell the liquor at other stores.
Now, Whisky Scout. When I show you this, you gotta give me a say, deal or no deal. So $12.50.
$12.50, yeah, that's a deal because it's $24-25 where I live.
Okay, next one.
Ooh, it's got the.
That's the deal. Too. That's the best George Dickel there. I mean, I personally, when I think of George Dickel, that's it. The 12's good, the 8 sucks, and it's such a crapshoot on their barrel, their barrel, the cask strengths, the individual casks they have. Those are crapshoots. Half of them are good, half of them make you choke.
Okay,
that's a good one. Even if you got it for $2 to $20, you've got a good deal there.
$12.50. Okay. Next, Savannah discount yesterday, $3.75. $6.99.
But that's the rye, right?
Yeah. Anytime you see that green label, that's
it's usually rye.
They make.
I've never had it, so I can't speak to that.
They make a bourbon too, don't they?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, Woodford Reserve's known for their bourbon. I've never had the rye, so I can't speak to it.
$3.75, $5.99.
Rye.
Oh, that's $3.75, $9.99, and this was
$5.99.
$5.99 because you're gonna say this was like $17.99 and it was a $7.50.
Okay, so deal or no deal? $5.99.
I don't know. I haven't opened mine yet, so I can't tell you how it tastes.
Okay, so that's what I got. That's what I got.
The prices you get these stuff for are amazing. It's much more here too.
Yeah, it's craziness.
Yeah, well, I got a feeling there's a crime element involved.
Oh, I tell you,
my friend David got the Woodford Reserve double oaked, $3.75 for $12.99.
You should have bought me one and just put it in that back, and I'll pay you for it here in about a month.
Oh heck! All right, now.
All right. I did a review on this yesterday. You guys gotta check it out. Check out the review. It's already out. It's Two Roads double IPA. I think it was a tasty beer.
I've had that before.
Yeah, it's a very good beer. I'll get it again. And I didn't review this yet. I did not review this. It's a good beer, but would I get it again? I've drank a couple cans. I might just to drink, but after I review it, we'll see what happens because I have to try some other beers. So,
that's a great everyday just sipper.
Yeah, and then
it really is.
Oh yeah, it's a good beer, but I'm looking forward to trying other beers from Oscar Blues. And then I have a Nitro Raspberry Vanilla Porter from Breckenridge. Very good beer. I've already reviewed this.
That's from Colorado.
Yep, and that's a good one too. I've had that one as well.
I've already reviewed it. Check it out. Check the channel. Check my 2 videos out. I did both videos yesterday. Take a look. I could tell you this. I'm going to get it again. I could tell you that.
That's good stuff.
That I could tell you this. That when I got the beer and I tasted it, the first thing you tasted was raspberry, and that is what you want. I taste a little bit of vanilla, but it's mainly forward raspberry. But again, check out the video. You'll love it.
I will.
And, this I haven't reviewed yet either as well. So but it's good. I've already had it, but I didn't review it yet.
Yeah, mango
with my favorite ingredient in it, mango. I'm sure it's worth trying.
Yeah.
So that's all I got to show now. Hoping to do some moonshine with Robert, maybe with Ron Terrio here. We'll see what happens with that.
No. Hey,
I don't have that one, Alex, and I won't be buying it till I get ready to smoke another pork butt. So,
hey, but look, we got to get off the air now. But
Yep.
Robert, if you ever come down here, I mean, heck, I know Savannah Discount's 36 miles away, but if you're here, you may as well just drive there. I mean, but you're gonna spend some money.
once I get
And Ron, if I come down there with you one day in the future, or if you come up here, it doesn't matter. I'm looking forward to actually visiting the Huey Long, his statue, including where he was shot. As you know me, I love my Huey Long.
Yeah, that's about 53 miles from here. What now, Robert?
Huey P. Long.
Yes.
Yeah, about
He
50.
going across the Huey P. Long Bridge as well.
Yes.
Yeah, Pierce.
Yes.
His middle name was Pierce. Well, but you probably like Savannah Discounted International Market and all that. But thanks for everybody for joining. I wish Johnny Neely could have hosted it, but he couldn't because he had stuff to do, and you know how that goes. So,
Jay, I'll see you on Wild Card Wednesday. I will be there.
Good, Michael. So Wild Card Wednesday, we'll probably do Fandango Friday, in which case I'll do a rum taste challenge. I don't know about Super Inclusive Saturday. We'll just see what people feel like doing. Super
Say hi to
Inclusive Saturday.
David Garlapede for me.
Thank you. I went to his house yesterday and we did a number of beer reviews. One beer was
he's coming on anytime soon, so say hello.
I will. Yeah, he ain't gonna come on. He ain't gonna do it. All right. Well, thanks for watching, y'all.
Thanks for hosting.
You're welcome. Yeah, that was some kind of secret code or something.